This is the 5th installment on So You Want to Buy a Gun. So you've done all your research, you've picked something out, and now it's time to go get it. So I'm here at Sportsman's Warehouse in Wasilla, Alaska. I'm going to go in and do my background check and do the transfer here at the store and go over that and what that process looks like. So let's go inside and get it done. Okay, we're inside. I've given them my order number and now they need my ID to verify the purchase. I'm giving that to them and then they will give me the paperwork to fill out my background check. Okay, so here we are. They've taken my ID, went and got my order. Now, whenever you pick up a gun from the store, especially if you ordered it online, but you want to inspect it first before you finalize the purchase and the transfer. Well, the purchase for me is already done, but the transfer isn't complete until I accept it. And you want to make sure that everything's as you want it to be, as advertised. So I'm going to take a look at it now.
We'll have you make sure it is in fact the firearm you're after. That one comes with 3 magazines, 1, 2, 3, loading device, your extra back straps, as well as your Youth Handgun Safety Act notice and your locking device. Point those 2 out specifically as they are federally required at the time of handgun sales.
And there's a owner's manual in here?
There is, right back there, along with your mounting tools.
All right. Glock 17 Gen 6.
And I'll have you read off the serial number here on the frame for me.
CHNX862.
Perfect. That's just to make sure we've got the right gun in the right box.
All right.
Will look good to you?
Yep, everything looks good. They're going to pack it up, and I'm going to do my 4473 so they could do my background check on it. Or they'll run the background check once I fill it out. You still have my ID, right?
I do. Alright, your login on here is going to be your last name followed by your zip code with no spaces.
Okay.
If you need to reference that ID at all, just let me know, but we will need it after you're done.
You said it was my last name and my zip code, correct?
Correct.
Go. Was it 40?
Yesterday, I had a song stuck in my head. I don't know what song it was. I don't know where I know it. All I knew was the words.
This one does say I think so.
They start playing in like where it plays in the radio. It's a good song. I just can't enjoy it.
So you're going to have these warnings. You're going to want to make sure you fill out your 4473 correctly and make sure, double check all the answers are correct. So I'm filling it out now.
Yep. If you have any questions on what they're asking, feel free to ask. I can help clarify the question, but we cannot help provide an answer.
Thank you. Most places are going to have electronic, so they'll hand you a tablet. In the old days, you would fill out a paper copy with a carbon copy on the back. It's going to ask you things like place of birth, where you were born, your address, Once you've answered all of the questions, it'll give you a chance to review all of your answers. It's important to double check and make sure that everything is filled out properly. There's no typos, and you didn't fat finger any of the answers and hit yes when you meant no, or vice versa. And you'll check your name, your address, your place of birth, height, weight, sex, birthday, social security number, your UPIN if you have one, ethnicity, race, country of citizenship, if you're an alien, and then question 21 is yes or no. A is, are you the actual person buying or transferring the firearm? Do you intend to? B is, do you intend to sell or otherwise dispose of any firearm listed in the form and any continued sheets in furtherance of a felony? Are you under any indictment or information in a court for a felony? Have you ever been convicted in a court, including military court, of a felony? Are you a fugitive from justice? Are you unlawful user or addicted to marijuana or any depressant, stimulant, or any other drugs? Have you ever been adjudicated as a mental defective, or have you ever been committed to a mental institution? Have you ever been discharged from the armed forces under dishonorable conditions? Are you subject to a court order, including military protection order? Have you ever been convicted in any court of a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence? Have you ever renounced your citizenship? Are you an alien illegally or unlawfully in the United States? Are you an alien who has been admitted to the United States under a non-immigrant visa? If you've answered yes to question 21M, are there any exceptions? Do you intend to sell or dispose of this firearm to any people that are prohibited? And then once you've verified all of your answers, you submit it, and it goes into the background check phase, and then you just wait for them to approve you or not. So I'm finished with my background check. You are?
I'll have you check just one thing for me here in a second. Make sure this number is correct.
It is.
Very good, thank you.
You're just checking to make sure my social security was correct? My social security number?
Alrighty, I'm sending off that background check now. It returned immediately as proceed. I just need to lock it down, print it off, and have one of my associates do a double check for us.
I immediately got approved. That's how awesome I am.
The National Instant Criminal Background Check System helps us get things done pretty quick.
Yeah, they send it off to NICS, National Instant. What was the?
National Instant Criminal Background Check System.
That's what they use to do the background checks on us whenever you buy a firearm.
And if that system isn't able to verify you instantly, it just goes to a regular FBI agent's desk and they'll verify it manually. Just like the good old days.
I've never had an issue, but I have had friends who have someone with the same name or a similar name has committed a crime or has warrants out for them, and they'll end up getting delays before they can go pick up their firearm, and they have to verify that the person that is trying to buy the firearm isn't the one that actually has the warrant out for them, or is a fugitive from justice somehow.
Alrighty, give me just a moment.
They're just going to have one of their employees double check everything. So I've checked everything. The person doing the transaction and transfer has checked everything, and they're having a third person check everything to make sure that everything's above board and filled out correctly. And this is important. One of my first guns I bought, it wasn't my first gun, but I did buy a gun, and I looked at a Gen 3 Glock 21 and a Gen 4 Glock 21 at the counter, and I told them I wanted the Gen 4 21, and once I picked it, they put it in this one I had bought out of their counter, and they put it in the box, took everything away, and I didn't see it again until we were at the front of the store.
Take you down here for checkout.
I'm already paid. This was an online order.
Ready? You need to do that.
Okay. And I didn't check it again at the customer service when they walked me out, and they had given me the Gen 3 instead of the Gen 4.
This part is just a bit of a sales pitch. Are you familiar with our firearm service plans, the FSPs?
I am. I'm not interested.
Alrighty. Thank you. Alright, do you have a rewards account with us?
I do.
We'll have you put your phone number in there for us. If there is a recall on the gun or any of its parts, that's the number we will reach out to you on. Didn't find it under that number. Would it be under a different
They're
one?
the whatchamacallit, customer service is combining like 3 accounts, so it's probably this one.
Didn't like that one either.
Really?
There we go. We got Lindsay.
Yeah, that's my wife.
Any military service or first responder discounts?
Nope. So here's the part where if I hadn't already paid online, you would just finish the transaction and the transfer with payment. You know, whatever the store takes, cash, card, check, whatever it happens to be.
And at our store, we run it just like you're buying it in store. We're just moving those funds from the online store to the physical account. You said no service plan?
No service plan.
Give me just a second.
There was an online promo that gave
Promo?
me,
Yeah.
it was 15% off, but it capped at $50, which
Yeah.
didn't cover the taxes go on top of that.
Yeah. $582.50. It's going to ask there if you'd like to redeem any of your points. You've already paid online, so just hit no. And then do you have that card you used to pay online? We will need to check that number just to make sure the number and name on the card match. Perfect. Alrighty. Your receipt, it does say tax exempt on top, but there is a line for $12.50 in taxes because the Wasilla flat tax over $500.
Okay.
If you have, or we suggest you take a photo of that receipt just in case the worst happens and the firearm itself is lost, stolen, or destroyed. That way you still have proof of purchase for your insurance purposes. Anything else I can help you with today?
Nope, I'm good to go.
Yep, you are good to go. We no longer have to walk people out the door. You can continue to explore at your leisure.
Okay.
And have a nice evening, and thank you for choosing Sportsman's Warehouse.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice smooth transaction, and that's that. Good to go. And the last time I did this, they had to walk me to the front door, but now they just handed me the receipt, and I could just walk around, and as long as I have the receipt on me, security shouldn't tackle me. So, easy peasy. Don't forget to buy some ammo if you're picking up a gun. We'll go over that in another video, and look forward to this open boxing.